What's up, Docs Daily? We are live Monday. Today is Monday, February 2nd. We're into February, January. Don't blink because I thought it was Christmas yesterday. My Christmas lights are still on. So the tree is down, but the lights are up on outside. So there's that. Docs Daily's here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern, Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm joined, as always, on Mondays with Nick Mencken and Craig Trapp. Don't forget, guys, use that free $60 account. Link is in the description of the video. You can use that on both these cappers or split it up. Use it on any capper you want over at the website, docsports.com/free60. That's where you get the premium stuff. That's where you get the good stuff over there at the website. Don't forget about the YouTube members. Premium membership. You can become a YouTube premium member for as little as $4.99. Goes all the way $4.99. It's just me, just little old me. You get a 6-inch sandwich. You want 2 pepperonis on that sandwich. Or for $19.99, you can get Indian Cowboy. You get a whole ass pizza, me, and Indian Cowboy. And Craig Trapp brings the Chipotle. So that's $49.99, Craig Trapp and me. So boom, that's the grand poobah of packages, the $49.99. But you still got to supply your own members only jacket. We just give out winners. That's all we do. So my rant is over. Craig Trapp, how we doing today?
Well,
or what's going on over there?
Yesterday I was 1-1.
Altogether.
I was 1-1 yesterday. And it was funny, the game I thought I was going to lose because the Knicks weren't playing that great, and then they did and blew them out. And the other game, I had the under in the Iowa game. They had 51 points at half. 51. That was the one I thought, both of them were at half at the same time. I'm like, that's the one I'm going to win. And they flipped. I won the Knicks lost. I mean, they gave up 89 points in the second half. That's Oregon's struggling on defense right now. All right, but today, 5-unit play in the NHL. And, I only give out probably one NHL play a week.
The NHL?
2. One top play is in the NHL. Now, it's not crazy. It's not 6, 7, 8 units, but I do like it tonight. I think there's a pretty big edge and at a pretty nice price, pretty easy price.
Listen, Craig, if you can tell people if it's the Red Wings on the reverse puck line, -1.5 in Colorado for like plus 300. You could say it. It's okay.
No, I won't say what game it is because it'll give it away. But I do like it. And we got a little. I think, to me, this is a danger week. By the way, we're headed into this time of year, NBA All-Star. Heading into All-Star week, I think it's always really hard. We're headed into the Olympic break too. So both of them you got to be careful out there. You got to. I would be this week, early the week, I would probably play NBA, NHL. Later in the week, I'd be pushing people to college basketball, where I think you get a little more steady results.
That's fair. Nick, what do you got going on at the site tonight?
Yeah, not tonight, but we had a tough loss there on Saturday. Elephant in the room. Got to address it. We had the San Jose Sharks against the Calgary Flames. That was an 8-unit game of the year. Everything that could have went wrong against us did. Yeah. San Jose had 6 penalties in that one. The refs, you could say they're a little corrupt maybe, but whatever. We still lost that game. You gave up 42 shots to the worst offense in the league there. Absolutely atrocious. You got to give a little credit to the Calgary Flames. I know that's very weird to say, but they did play very good, very hard. But we're still 13-4 here over our last 17 selections. So we're not going to dwell on it. We're going to bounce right back, and we're going to get after it today. We got 2 packs.
Big picture. I like it. Big picture. The guys are coming in hot today. Scotty says that he's riding. Well, I swear to God, my video will probably be up within the next 15 minutes. I'm heavy in some NHL. I even have Craig. Craig will be proud of me right now. I have 2 plays in college basketball that I capped all by myself. And they're not top 25 schools or in the MAC or in the Mountain West. I'm just saying. I did it all by myself. So I hope we win today.
It's a tough day, Lenny.
I know, and I got 2 solid. I like both plays. And Scotty also says, Craig, be careful. He's got your number. So make him some money.
Dude, do you know how many people have my numbers? And by the way, I have 5 cell phones. So it's like, people think they have my own numbers. Like, dude, I have 5 numbers.
Every bathroom in Vegas I go to, I just keep putting it up.
Everybody has my number. That's just the difference between me and all the other people, is that I don't run from it. You want to find me, I'm not hard to find.
Right. Give me a call. We'll talk about it. There's a lot going on, though. Let's talk some college basketball, because you guys in the chat here seem to. Kirk likes Bethune. I can't.
Bethune.
Portland State and Stephen F. Austin. I'm against you and Stephen F. Austin because it wants me to say Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's a different school. So Stephen F. Austin, I'm against you on that one. I'm on Southern and the Jaguars.
Stephen F. Austin plays McNeese State today.
Or McNeese. That's
Yep.
what it is.
Yeah.
McNeese.
Yeah.
The other game I'm on is the Southern Jaguars.
That's the top two teams in the Southland, FYI, and these two both are really good. The first game was a 2-point game. I expect this one to be another close game. So full disclosure, I have it in a teaser today. I think if you take the teaser plus, tease it up, I think that's a very safe play. I just think it's going to be a 2, 3, 4 point game. If you get the cover, it's probably because they're fouling late and, they make like 2 free throws and it goes from 2 to 4 or something like that. So that's what I like it now.
Now you tell me. I should have. Now, in retrospect, I like the teasers. I don't tease college basketball as much as
I think Monday's a good teaser day
for basketball in general.
Yeah. For college. It's just
college.
First of all, a lot of these teams don't usually play on Mondays, so Mondays is always kind of a special thing. Today we have 2 big games. Kansas with Texas Tech. The big news is Peterson going to play. I mean, he went out the last game, so people just don't. I definitely wait till game time to bet that one if you're going to bet that game. And then the other one is Syracuse. What a dumpster fire they've been at North Carolina. It's like 11.5. It just seems like, where did Jim Boeheim go? It's like, bring Jim Boeheim back. They ran him out of town like he was not ready to leave. I'm just saying. Remember when they brought Bill Snyder back at Kansas State? I think they need to do that at Syracuse. Bring back Jimmy B in the 2-3 zone.
You got
it. I like that. I'm on McNeese State too. Sorry there, Justin, but I think they do get this road win here. They know what they're walking into. Obviously, the 2 best teams in this conference here. They're 11-0 at home as SFA. But I like McNeese State. I think they're the better team. They rebound and they're more physical on the glass. And I think they win this game here tonight. So that was going to be my free play in college basketball. And I also would lean with the points in Kansas. Give me the points in Kansas here. A lot of people on Texas Tech. And rightfully so. They play very good at home, but Kansas is a powerhouse team here, and I think they absolutely compete tonight with Texas Tech.
If Peterson plays, that's the case, but I don't know if he's going to play.
The injury report.
The rumor is that his handlers, because he's going to be a top 3 pick in the draft.
Yeah,
might be the top pick in the draft, top 3 for sure. Like that, they're basically they're the ones handling, deciding if he plays or not.
I hate that so much. I hate it. So much outside noise talking about 5 years from now. And I get it that it's, it's generational wealth, life-changing money, generational wealth he's creating and all that. I get it. And I can't say that I would react to any other way because I've never been in a position to have life-changing money. I've never been in that position. I just haven't. I'm a grinder, man. I'm I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents every day. Okay. So
hitting those draws. Keep hitting those draws, Lenny.
I got one today.
Hey, how about I called the draw the other day? We do, me and IC.
I almost text you and said, good job.
No, I called a draw on the game yesterday, the outdoor game. And it was 5-2 and it goes to a draw like that. Imagine what the in-game draw was when they were
let me tell you right now, any game outside for future reference, just bet the draw. Bet the draw on the over because I don't want to say it's scripted. I don't want to say that. But
I had the draw and the plus 1.5, so I won both.
Oh, fancy.
I said play the plus 1.5, like triple, and then sprinkle a little on it, and it was 5-2. That was when the goalie fight happened. Remember?
Yeah,
goalie hat, and then after that,
goalie fight,
and then it goes 5-5, and then they end up losing. What weather they got down there? Because imagine if it had been hot, that probably was going to be a disaster of a game.
Justin, you can't just blind bet the underdogs. He's an underdog better in the
Big
NHL.
Underdog guy.
This year, that stuff's been crack-a-lacking for you. I'll tell you right now, underdog bets in the NHL. I don't want to say you can blind bet across the board, but you're pretty close to it.
Did you see they got off the bus? The one team was dressed as in the Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, yeah.
The other ones
Lightning dressed as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Full gear.
Yes.
Pads,
hilarious.
I was the other guys in
confused.
In the Patriot gear, like the old school, 1750 Patriots. That's awesome. Awesome. And there's the next one is the outdoor too, right? It's in Florida too, right?
Yeah, I mean that's where they should listen. If they're going to do those outdoor ones, do one in Vancouver.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Let's do one in Montreal.
I'm guessing
one in
every
Montreal
team,
in January.
But I'm guessing every team's going to get one eventually. They're just like, heck, if you're getting the South teams, you're gonna
I think it was the Blackhawks and the Red Wings played at the Michigan at the Big House, the Wolverines. They played there, I think, outdoor stadium or whatever. I would like the original 6 teams. Like, I would love a Red Wings Toronto original 6 matchup in Toronto.
Well, what if they did it at one place though, and they played all 6 teams like round robin them?
They should do it like in
3 straight days or something. Where you
play like in Alaska somewhere, like outside
or whatever. But you play the original 6. Call it the original 6 tournament. You play them 3 straight days. Winner. Like first 2, and then you match up whoever wins for the championship or something. That would be a sweet.
I thought it was cool too. Yeah,
like just the NBA Cup series.
Yeah, except all in one spot. Like kind of more like an NCAA tournament where it's like all together. Where it's like day after day after day. Where it's like that's part of the grind.
Yeah.
It's been a great. When they first did this, I was like, this is going to be a flash in the pan.
Trying too much
because I heard it wasn't the greatest experience the first few because you're watching them, like if you're at the top of a football stadium and it's in the middle of what I mean? It's so far away, but the fans don't seem to mind because it's just such a unique, atmosphere that it's like, yeah.
I don't understand why they don't do like some kind of seating on the field. Like you could get fans closer. I think of this as from a marketing standpoint. I mean, that's my background. Like I look at this from a marketing standpoint. All those VIPs, like, when the halftime show comes on and all those people are down there with their little bracelets on and they're all blinking or whatever. Why can't those people be down towards the ice? I mean, we let people on against the glass all day in NHL. Now we can't let them on the field and do that, and some folding chairs and have
you wouldn't be able to see over the boards.
Oh yeah, you can. They're not that high. They're hip level.
Right, but I mean, how, like, if you're 10 rows back and you have to watch through people and through the board, it would be tough. It would be tough.
I get but some dumbass will pay too high for it. Yeah.
I mean, it's been a success. I do think the NBA Cup experience has been a pretty good thing for the NBA. I kind of wonder if the NHL will do something in season like that. I just think Major League Baseball could do something like that. It would make, kind of like, I'm not saying mid-season, but if you did it like halfway through the first half of the year, I think that could be fun.
When's the World?
We got Team USA going, the Baseball World Classic.
Yeah,
when does that start?
March something.
I saw Kershaw is going to pitch in it, which I'm like, dude, you were basically retired this past year. I mean, you didn't know it.
Honestly, God, I know it, but you were.
I think he's a reserve. He's going if they need him. Like if they need
Nolan
him.
Ryan? I mean, what?
I'm pretty sure he's a reserve.
I'm like, dude, let's send guys that we could. I want to win. I'm a USA guy. Let's win. Let's send our best players. Right now, I'm sorry, he's not one of our best pitchers.
Let's see. Here's the.
Agree. We still got Skeens and Scooble. That's a good 1-2 punch.
Yeah, it is a pretty.
That'd be a great 1-2 punch. And they have like, I mean, they'll get to pitch a bunch because the way they space it out a little bit. So it's like they should.
So game 1 schedules are Tuesday.
So they go to training camps first. Is that what happens? And then they take off and go for this?
Yeah, well, Scooble, he's not going to training camp yet with all the negotiations. So this is his ticket to go ahead and showcase his skills again, and somebody's going to pick him up, I'm telling you, after this World Classic. If the Detroit doesn't, he is not happy with the Tigers organization.
The better he does, the worse it is for the Tigers. Like we've missed our point.
Opposite.
No, because we won't get anything for him. We can't. We pass that. You can pass that. He only has to play 1 year.
Because if you trade for him, he's not trading to just go there for 1 year. He's trading and re-signing with that team. So it's like you're going to get a lot because you have the basically exclusive right to get to negotiate.
He wants $50 million a year.
I mean, he listen.
Which it does sound bad. It's not the $50 million. It's the 10 years that I'm guessing he's going to want. So
we got to have an out.
He said he would do 5 years for 250.
So I'd do five for 250. Detroit should, they should be sprinting if he does 5 years. The problem with most guys want 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And
you guys don't understand Tiger.
In 3 years, 50 million is going to be a steal, to be very honest.
I understand
right now, that's a lot, but 3
they
years.
have Justin Verlander PTSD. They did this before, and it lingered, and then they gave him, and they gave Verlander, and they gave Miguel Cabrera big-ass contracts, all this stuff, and then they didn't win shit. And now they don't think they can do that again. They don't think paying anybody is going to work. I don't agree with that. I think that fact that we're still talking about this, I kind of hope he moves on sooner than later, so we don't have to talk about it. Because the longer it goes on, the Tigers look worse. The organization looks embarrassing. The longer it goes on, as a Tigers fan, I feel embarrassed. I don't want to.
I wouldn't feel embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed over this.
It's an economic.
This is stupid.
No, it's an economic situation.
Robert Fringo, they're losers.
They are not.
Careful what you wish for, Lenny. That's all I'll say.
To me, it's like if you got 3 prospects, and when I say prospects, I mean you got to get 2 guys that are in the league, 2 guys that are like young guys that are already in the league that already made it and that have an upside, and then you get 1 super prospect. If you get that, I think you got to move on from him. And if you're not willing to give him the 5 for 250,
just give him whatever he wants and make it.
I mean, I would.
I'm sorry. Look at the Dodgers. Look at the Dodgers. Just do
all those payrolls though are deferred for the most part. Have you seen the amount?
They defer some of his.
Well, but a lot of these owners don't have money like that.
The Tigers have one of the highest. They have the most. Their top 10 money available, and their top 10 in prospects in the MLB.
But they're not the top 10 richest owners. Like the Dodgers owner has Saudi Arabia.
We have players available. I'm tired of hearing from Tigers baseball people in the front office that they're building. We've been building since 1973. And then we stopped one time in 1984-85 when we won the World Series against the Padres. Suck it, San Diego. But since then, we've still been rebuilding since the fucking 80s. Goddamn, they've remade Miami Vice 4 times over.
Well,
look at the division too. Look at the division. You got the White Sox. You got the Kansas City Royals there.
Cleveland.
You need it. Cleveland, yeah, they'll be competitive. They always are, and they won the division last year. But you got to go out and get somebody, one more guy, and get that division. You could easily win that division with Tarek Skubal. He's done it the past 2 years, and you made the playoffs. Go get another guy, give him his contract, and then take the division.
Healthy Casey Mize.
Job.
Healthy Jack Flaherty. And a healthy Tarek Skubal is all we need. Listen, that's all. And then a healthier bullpen. Oh, we need a guy in the bullpen. That's fine. And I'm telling you right now,
it wasn't good enough last year.
We didn't have the guy in the bullpen. We didn't have that's it. We went 1, 2, 3. That was it.
I don't think they're one player away is the problem. And I think that's the problem. It's not only you have to sign
the division, clearly, I believe so.
I think they're they're a position player away too. By the way,
not to win it all, win the division, independent.
Right, but I mean, what are we doing here if we're not trying to win?
We're talking about bringing Lucas Giolito in.
Like I want to win it all. If I can't win it all, and I'm an owner, if I can't win it all, I'm not mortgaging my futures, my kids and my grandkids, like on can we make the playoffs? Because making the playoffs now with the extended wild card that's not that ridiculous. The Reds made the playoffs, by the way.
All you need to do is get there. Anything happens
I'm telling you right now,
right,
I mortgage my kids.
Not anymore. Not with the way that the Dodgers are playing right now, the monopoly they're playing it's going to be very tough to beat them unless you just like all the
doing. You got
to fall into place.
Bring that checkbook. Open that checkbook up.
Yeah. Or you have to have really young teams that are like,
I'll take them all.
Everybody's on these.
I ain't gonna lie. I give up every prospect I had for Paul Skeens. And
I think you have a better chance at winning the Pistons.
Behind Tarek Skubal and say, go beat him.
Is it the same owner, the Pistons and the Tigers, or no? Is the Tigers and the
Tigers and the Wings? Tigers and
you have a better chance probably winning with the Red Wings, to be honest.
Not with Steve Yzerman as a general manager. I'm not a fan.
In hockey,
I'm over the Yzer plan. I'm over that shit.
Hockey, there's you have a chance though, because it's not an economics game. So if I'm the owner and I
We're in
own
a
both,
harder conference, though, I think, in hockey than we are in
of course,
baseball.
right now, I mean, that's short term though. Other than the White Sox, it's like the White Sox are just dumpster fire. They're not
Dude,
getting
don't
better.
talk about Detroit sports. Our best chance right now is the Pistons.
Pistons, yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
Who owns the Pistons then?
He's some Bob.
To win the World Series this season. Scott, what a huge smoking on a Monday morning.
Oh, that was a big pickup. Suarez or
Tom Gores. Tom Gores owns the Pistons.
I was shocked when I saw the Reds made a big trade or a big acquisition, but a 1-year deal. I'm like, the Reds aren't usually a 1-year deal kind of guy. You know, it's like, go out. We're going to like, we'll take it. We'll take it. The big thing is Ellie De La Cruz. Sounds like he does not want. The Reds are willing to sign him early to a big ass contract, and he basically said
he wants out.
He basically said, I want to be with the Yankees.
Be honest.
Too cold for him. Too cold.
Well, he doesn't live there, but he's like, I basically want to be with the Yankees. That was no warmer, but so I don't know. That could be.
Market. Yeah,
that could be. I mean, they control him. I think. I still think they control him for this year and one more, and maybe even the year after that. So it's like it's not like he can go anywhere. But yeah, that'd be. I mean, if he gets the open market,
I hate
he
that.
gets the open market. Oh my god.
The 4-year rookie contract. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
I just think it should be a franchise. It should be like it should. I believe
long time.
If we're not gonna have a salary cap, which we obviously don't in baseball, they just have the aprons and like the tax situation. Everybody should be able to get franchised, and that means you get these ridiculous money, but like you do so basically you can always keep your guys. If you draft well, you can always keep your guys. They don't control anything. That's the way it's done in the NFL, and it's worked pretty masterfully. It's not like guys still don't get traded. You still can kind of force your way out, but it's just like you can keep guys instead of guys being able to say where they want to go. So that would be my.
I don't want to talk about baseball. It's depressing.
All right. So NBA tonight, interesting. There's a 3:00 game, and I believe,
NBA, yes.
I do believe Doc Sports has an 8-unit game of the year on New Orleans and Charlotte today, FYI. So if you want that one, get over there. So
okay, there you go. Use that free 60 on that for sure. There's only 4 games on in the NBA today. Is that
Houston? I think has no Durant tonight. Someone said,
yeah, he's out.
And the Clippers have no Harden tonight. So interesting. Those two. So 2 of the 3 late games have best player. And I was going to play the Clippers tonight. You want to know why? The all those all-star backups or reserves were named yesterday. No Clippers were named in that, even though as good as they've been playing, especially James Harden. And that's where the all-star game is going to be played. Is at the Intuit Dome. So I was like, dude, these Clippers are going to come out and be like so pissed that they didn't, especially James Harden. I think he deserved it actually this year. But now he's out tonight, so that kind of threw that wrench in there.
Justin, this is the last baseball comment, but I'm going to pin this for me. I'll pin this for you if the Red Sox win it. I'll buy a T-shirt. I don't know what
T-shirt. Shit, you could buy him a Lamborghini.
I'm not buying him a Lamborghini.
How
am I buying him a Lamborghini? Do you know how much money I make here? I'm not buying nobody. I ain't driving a Lambo.
They are not winning it. That is a tough division.
Yeah, that's a rough division. That's what
just to get to the playoffs.
That's the next point.
Thanks for Bregman.
Whoever. The Tigers division is weak. I mean,
and the Red Sox have done very little to excite if you're a Red Sox fan in the offseason. Now, that doesn't mean anything. We've seen teams kind of stand pat and get it done, but
I think they're okay. Yeah.
I don't think they're good enough to do that this year, especially after the Dodgers won 2 in a row, I kind of thought the offseason would be like crazy because they're like, dude, if you're going to beat the Dodgers, you're going to have to go out and spend some money and make some trades. It's been the opposite. I did hear rumors that they're negotiating with the Players Association to try to get a salary cap put in and a salary floor. And so maybe owners are like, dude, we don't want to spend because now I'm stuck with this player that I might be able to get at a, cheaper rate here.
I feel like every owner is kind of on their toes right now and watching and seeing what goes on in Los Angeles there, just what they're doing and paying these players. They're probably sitting back like, do we want to make these moves now, try to go for it here? And like you said, Craig, with the association, I'm sure they're in negotiations for that salary cap. So We'll see. Interesting stuff going on.
I know the Players Association isn't loving the salary cap because they think but it would help, I think, because if you put the floor in, right now there's not a floor. So Pittsburgh and Cincinnati and Kansas City, they don't spend any money. So it doesn't really help. Yeah, you have one Dodgers, you have one Yankees, Red Sox, go through the teams that spend the money. But there's a lot of teams that don't spend the money. They take that tax dollars that they get, and that's their profits.
Yeah.
They don't reinvest them in the team. That's the difference in the NBA. That money is equal. Everybody has to spend it. You can't now. There's a floor and a ceiling, so it's a big gap. But still, it's like you pretty much have to spend it to keep. You cannot keep your team together in the NBA without spending money. So FYI, it's the All-Star game guys were announced. It's not the normal All-Star game in the NBA. They're playing 3 teams, 2 American teams and a foreign team.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I was like,
be watching that.
I'm out.
Yeah, no shot.
All they got to do.
There'll be Olympic sports on during that time. I will watch women's
Curling
skating before I watch that. No, curling's at the top of the list, bro, for sure.
Dude, I think what they should do, they should have
and then the luge, the bobsled, the luge thing, 2-man, 4-man. I'm in. 2-man, 4-man. I'm in, and then yeah.
You know what they need to do though, Lenny, is like they make it look so fucking amazing, easy. Those luge and bobsled. Is send me and you over there, and me and you trying to get in there, and show. It's like golf.
I'm never gonna get in the thing. I'll fall every time.
We almost
in the thing.
We almost die, and then people are like, "Oh my god, this is like some of the greatest."
Listen, I heard, I read, I saw on Twitter or whatever. Like, remember Jared Allen, defensive end for the Minnesota Vikings, former player.
He's a
few other George Kittle and all them. There's a couple like former NFL players that have put together a professional curling league, like in the United States. That it's small, like it started with like a bowling league, that just kind of developed, and it's spread. I told my wife, I sent her the article. She's like, absolutely not. And I'm like, babe, I could do this shit.
The problem is ice time is so hard to get. How are they getting ice time?
Ice time is expensive. That's the problem. For those parents out there that have kids that play hockey, you understand. That's why you're broke. Is ice time, ice rental. You play baseball, you just go to a field. You play basketball, you find a court. You play football, you can find a park. Hockey, you got to rent ice time, and ice time's the most expensive thing to rent as a parent. It sucks. What was a racket. I believe it's run by the mob. It's
the
bullshit.
Blackhawks, right? What was Jeremy Roenick? I think started like where he went and put a bunch of like ice rinks in Chicago,
just around town.
Got a bunch of money, and it grew really big. Tons of investors. Boom, went under. It lost a shit ton of money because it's just so expensive. You got to build it. You got to upkeep it. You got to do it in the summer. It's like it's even in a town like Chicago, that huge hockey town, and it's just it's a very expensive sport, hard to maintain. I mean, Vegas has done a very good job. The Knights in general have basically put a lot of money to like build youth hockey in around Vegas.
I'm going Friday to the minor league, the Silver Knights game.
Where do they play?
Knights.
Henderson.
Okay.
Out in Henderson. They built a little small, like by Green Valley Ranch out there. Small little, it's all like just lower level. Their lacrosse team plays out there, professional lacrosse team, the Desert Dogs. I saw them Saturday night, actually. And then the Silver Knights play out there. And then I think the arena football team plays there too as well.
When back in the day, they used to be in the same league as the Cincinnati Cyclones, and they played in and they won one year. The Vegas team beat Cincinnati, but there's no way to make money on that.
No,
Dude,
we'd have to catch.
We would die.
Just start.
We would die.
And then let like Nick and Griffith just give us a push, and then I think once we get going, gravity will go
those bars while we run.
I want Griffin in the front with no helmet on, with his hair flowing.
Photo of me going down the thing was Craig trapping a bobsled.
Someone asked me if Griffin like grew his hair out or something. I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then they're like,
he did videos without a hat on.
Yeah, he's doing his videos without his hat on, so they didn't realize he had hair or something. I was like, "Yeah, he does."
You got a fresh cut. I
got one coming Saturday. I got a haircut coming Saturday.
All right, so hockey today. We got to get back to it.
Yes, let's get back to hockey because
I do like a 5-unit play in a later game.
Okay.
I thought there's a lot of underdogs I liked today, which makes it a little scary when you like basically like. I mean, basically all the underdogs. Nick, give me a play here that maybe not one of your top plays, but one that you like.
Yeah, I'm liking this Winnipeg Jets and the Dallas Stars. Stars are coming in this game off a 4-game winning streak here, but they played 3 of those games on the road. This will be their first game back here in Dallas, and they have a good record. They're 14-7, but like I said, they're coming back off a road trip here. And the Winnipeg Jets, they're playing good hockey here. They just beat the Florida Panthers 2-1 on the road. And it's because of the goaltending. I talk about him all the time. Connor Hellebuck here, he's getting a lot better and ready in preparation for the Winter Olympics here. He will be the United States goaltender, so he's going to get ready to go here for the Olympics. I like the Winnipeg Jets at this price. They're playing good hockey. Yeah, they're 5-3-2 here, but like I said, they're coming off that nice win in Florida. The momentum continues here on the road. I'm taking a shot here with the Winnipeg Jets in Dallas here tonight. I just think Dallas is going to be a little sluggish coming back home off that 3-game road trip. They're on a 4-game winning streak here. I like the way the Winnipeg Jets are playing. Give me the Jets here, money line.
What's going on in this Pittsburgh line? They were opened as a favorite. Now they're slight underdogs. I thought Pittsburgh was a steal at the -10, -115 price. Now they're like +103, I think I see out there. It doesn't make any sense. They are playing really good. Now, I know they've kind of beat up on bad teams, but it's like, dude, winning is hard. I don't care who you play in professional sports. Go try to win 4 out of 5 games. It's like, it doesn't matter who you play. You have to still show up. Everybody gets up to try to win games. I like Pittsburgh in this one. I thought it was a steal of a price, unless there's something funky that I don't see. I couldn't find anything why Pittsburgh should line to move there.
I'll be honest with you. I'm on Pittsburgh as well, but I do think Ottawa is somebody to be reckoned with. I think they play their better hockey on the road a little bit, and they've just beat teams like Vegas and Colorado, and then the Devils 3 in a row. Those are kind of a little bit better resume than beating up on the Blackhawks in Vancouver. You know what I mean?
But I will say this: everybody's beating Colorado right now. I mean, I cannot believe I'm saying this. Vegas and Colorado are like, they both have lost a bunch of teams. It's like, dude, they have no business losing these teams. So it's like, it's sometimes you're like, the perspective is too recency, where it's like, well, we beat a team. Well, you beat a team when they were struggling. So it's like, you didn't beat Colorado when they were 17-3-1 at one point or something like that. It's like, they didn't beat that Colorado team.
Yeah, but they couldn't, the damn Red Wings couldn't beat them on Saturday, the Avalanche. So yeah, 5-0. Don't worry, we play tonight. We're coming right back at you.
I would lean towards the Penguins in this one, but I think a stronger play is going with that over 6.5 goals. Both of these teams are in the top 10 in the NHL in goals per game, and you're getting the backup goalie, I would say, here for Pittsburgh. Obviously, Skinnerd is the other goalie for Pittsburgh, and I think that's why this price has flipped a little bit in the Ottawa Senators' favor, because you saw Lenny said it, that the Senators do play a little bit better here on the road. I think we see goals in this one. Pittsburgh just put up 6 in their last performance against the Rangers. There was a 6-5 final, I believe. So they're scoring goals at an elite level. I lean towards the Pittsburgh Penguins in this one, but I would hit the over 6.5 in this game.
Yeah. Can you believe Vancouver, like how bad they've been this year? Like, and today, I know it's a huge price, but if you lay the -1.5, you get it at basically even money. I mean, Utah has kind of struggled the last few games, but I mean, what they've done, because here's what you have to do: just remove the Utah name off and put Arizona Coyotes on that team. This was Arizona team, 2 years ago?
They did make moves in the free agency, though.
I get it, but it's like, the guys that they have, this is still the losing Arizona Coyotes. So what Utah has done in a short amount of time, and I don't know what's like Vancouver, man. You imagine being a fan of Vancouver right now?
Brutal.
Hey, just so you know, that's probably one of those teams that if there's the next one on the chopping block to move to a different state or like a U.S. state or come north, good young man, or in this case, come south, young man, I think that Vancouver would be one that's.
I don't think they'll allow it, though, right? I don't think they'll take another team from Canada.
Yeah, that's what they said about they wouldn't take the team came Colorado, the Avalanche.
Vancouver's downfall was the Sedin brothers. Ever since the Sedin brothers are gone, this team has been irrelevant.
Yeah. I'll talk a little bit about that early game, that Buffalo Sabres and the Florida Panthers game. And I just that game might have 11, 12 goals in it. I'm just saying right now. Neither one could stop the puck. Neither could stop the puck. I'm taking all kinds of goals in that game. I took it. I actually have it over 6. I got it at, but I don't care if it gets to 6.5. I think Buffalo, I don't want to get in the way of Buffalo. They're a young team. They don't. Nobody told them they're supposed to suck. Nobody told them they're from Buffalo. You know what I mean? Nobody told them they didn't have a shot. They don't play as good as hockey. They play better hockey at home than they do on the road.
It hasn't mattered recently, though.
It
Like,
doesn't
recently, they
matter.
just
Yeah,
fucking
it
killing
doesn't really
everybody.
matter. They've just been
Well,
killing it.
It's more about Florida, that game, than it is. I think you know what you're getting out of Buffalo. Like, I think you're right. They're going to be fun to watch and score some goals. It's the motivation. We've seen this last year from Florida, where it was like they just go through the motions. They're like, hey, if you just get us in the playoffs, we don't even need home court. Remember, home ice didn't even matter last year. So that's dangerous. I know it worked last year. It's a very dangerous, that you can just kind of sleepwalk through the season and just get in and turn it on in the playoffs. Not saying they can't do it because they did it last year, but I'm betting against them until.
I would look for them out of the break, after the All-Star, after the Olympic break. I would look at maybe being on Florida more and more often, because they'll start making the push for the playoffs a little earlier. I don't think they'll wait too long. I mean, they have been they've been bitten by that injury bug, and then I think with that, they just kind of, there's no hurry to let you rest. There's no hurry to rush you back.
What do you think, though? Do you play? This is because I was like, we really don't have this experience very often, because obviously Olympics doesn't happen very often, and even going way back where they did not have NHL guys. And
right.
Do we play teams that have a bunch of guys that are playing in the Olympics, or do we play guys that are playing with their team and practicing with their team? Like, I don't know. I don't really know what it's going to be like after the Olympic break.
I do. It's hit or miss on that one, Craig, because I do look at the goalies that are going to play in the Olympics. I feel like right now is their time, their preseason, basically, to get themselves ready mentally and physically here for the Olympics. So that's kind of why I lean towards the Connor Hellebuck here, towards that stretch. But position player-wise, I wouldn't stress about it too much. Obviously, the closer it gets to the end of the week here. But the Panthers, obviously, with Bob Roski, he's just not playing good whatsoever. In divisional matchups in the Atlantic here, Buffalo is, I believe, 10-4 in divisional play this season. And the Florida Panthers are 5-7, 2 games below. So they've been getting dominated here in division matchups. So I'm all over Buffalo in this one, especially at this price, and Bob Roski just not being as confident here in that.
I want to say we're seeing it. Regression from him. I mean, 4 or 5 years ago, he was the best goalie in hockey. No question. Not maybe Igor Shesterkin. You could make that case 5 years ago for him and Bob Roski from Florida, but these guys ain't gonna live for, it's the next generation kind of thing coming in. Who's the next guy? Because those two guys they've peaked, coming down. Now in the playoffs, I would want either one of those guys, because playoff format. They've been there, done that kind of experience-wise, but I disagree with we haven't got a chance. I disagree with your Dallas play. I'm on Dallas in regulation.
Hey, Lenny, what's the Florida Panthers to win it all this year right now? What are they, like 10th, 8th as far as odds are concerned? Which is probably where they were last year. I'm guessing they would have been 6th to 8th, maybe 7th. Let's just say. I
would probably almost wait until the Olympic break. They're gonna drop a couple more games here before.
Yeah, like you got to be getting them at a sweet price, because they're just not playing good hockey. And I just feel like last year I was like, man, I think they could turn it on. I'm just like, I don't know, getting up for a 3-peat.
What do you guys think the line is for the USA first game, which is Thursday, February 12th? First game for USA will be against Latvia. The total's at 6.5. USA minus 3.5. It's even.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
I mean, it's Latvia. Even if you have 1 or 2 players, no offense.
So basically,
Latvia,
they got to go 5-1, 6-2 type game.
You're looking, and it's a warm up. It's a tune-up game for the U.S. So there's no.
Those are the dangers. Those are the ones.
Those are dangerous games, because they might win that game.
Oh, it's not pool play, you're saying? It's not pool play, the first game?
I think it is.
No,
sure?
This is February.
That's got to be pool play. They start right away in pool play, I think.
Wait, I'm in men's. Okay. Oh no, I don't anymore.
I'll give you a college basketball little play tonight. I know you said you like Kansas. I think you play Texas Tech tonight, and the reason why, I don't think Peterson's going to play. I did get a few people that are pretty close to the Kansas, coaching tree that I still know. And we're like, that Peterson's, the group basically says, if there's any risk, he's not playing. You've seen it. He's set out the whole second half for cramps, like the last game. And that first half was the best first half of basketball I've seen a freshman put up maybe in a very, very long time. And then he gets cramps. He doesn't play basically the second half. So I think Texas Tech is good. Texas Tech beat Duke, remember. They're a good team. The Toppin kid is I think he's the third highest paid college basketball player.
Really?
If you don't know, they went and rated him from New Mexico. He was the New Mexico freshman of the year in that conference, and they got him. And he could have went pro this past year, but he makes more than a guy where he would have been slotted in the draft, so he stayed.
That's ridiculous.
By the way, Florida Panthers to win the Stanley Cup plus 1,500. Favorites, obviously, Colorado.
Wow.
It goes Colorado, Tampa, Carolina, Vegas, Edmonton, Florida.
So they're a little higher than I thought.
Oh,
Edmonton's up there, yeah. And then
what's Colorado? It's 200 plus 200.
300
Wow.
on DraftKings. I just looked up DraftKings real quick, but yeah, it's Colorado, Tampa, Carolina, Vegas, Edmonton, Florida, Dallas, Minnesota, Sabres at 9 at 400 to 4,000 to 1, and then Washington.
What's Boston?
15,000.
Wow. I know
Red Wings coming in at 5,500 to 1. I'm going to tell you right now, folks.
I think the West is wide open. The East, I feel like it's going to be one of the top 3 or 4 teams. After you get past Colorado, and it's just say something bad happens to Colorado, dude. Anybody that makes the playoffs, I think, can win. It's just a pretty wide open. I thought Vegas was going to be better.
7-game series, anything is possible. Bad. It's a 7-game series.
No, I do think Colorado is going to be extremely hard to beat. But, all of a sudden your goalie struggles and you got to go to the back. Weird things happen. We've seen it. What was it? It's probably 20 years ago. This was close to when I first started handicapping hockey. It was the Kings lost as the number 1. No, the Kings won as an 8th seed with Quick that year.
Jonathan Quick, yeah.
He stood on his head for a freaking series, and they beat the number 1 seed. I forget who it was back then. So, we've seen it happen that the number 1 seed.
That's all it takes is catch a goalie in the right moment at the right time. If he gets hot, you're in it.
Yeah, and a few breaks, a guy gets banged up a little bit on the second line. All of a sudden, your depth is, and then you get a hot goalie, and that's all it takes. Or we've seen these weird goals where 2 tip goals, all of a sudden it goes in. And
the Red Wings got a goal off of the side of the ice the other day, the boards. Where the cameraman opens that little slot against the Capitals. He had his camera through the thing, and it hit the thing, and it boom, bang, pow, was in. Sometimes that little,
I had a 7-unit on the Capitals. I was pissed, Lenny. I was pissed.
When you go,
and they still won in overtime.
2 goals in 45 seconds. Great.
That's why the best sport is a round ball. Because there's not these weird bounces in basketball.
Oh my God, basketball, the bounce.
You don't get, but like football and hockey, these weird things happen because these things aren't, it's like they're oblong. And
sometimes the puck bounces the puck's way.
Yeah. So, all right. So Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl week. We haven't talked really anything Super Bowl since a little while. I'm trying not to make any decisions until Wednesday. Because I just feel like you make it too far out, and then you say, I don't want to do anything. But I'm starting to lean, I think, to Seattle. I just think maybe it's initially I was like, I'm going to try to find a way to play the underdog Patriots. I just feel like Seattle's got, I think, the better defense slightly. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Sam Darnold's playing freaking out of his mind. Like every miss, like those first round draft picks now. Like people are like, maybe we should go back and give these other guys chances because look what had happened when he got a chance. It took injuries in Minnesota to get a chance. And then where would he be? If Minnesota didn't give him that chance, I don't think Seattle comes along and makes him their franchise quarterback.
No shot.
No, yes. I agree with you there. I bet this a week ago. I bet the over at 46 even. I bet the over. I've bet on it right away. Knee-jerk reaction. I bet it.
Someone
honestly,
said that like Josh Rose and all these like guys that flunked out of the league in 4 or 5 years should be like having their agents call around and be like, "Hey, we just need a chance. Maybe you give us a chance." It's
I just need to change the scenery. I mean,
I like the over, Lenny, a little bit because I don't know. I'm always like the week off. I know why they do it. I hate the week off though.
I wish this game was played yesterday.
It's unfortunate. I mean, you just look though. The last time New England played against a very good defense was that first half in the Denver Broncos game. It wasn't snowing at that point, and the Patriots struggled to move that ball or move those chains. So this Seahawks defense is not going to be much easier here in the.
I think they're better.
Yeah,
I think they're better than Denver.
Me too. So I lean. You know where I'm leaning on this one.
The one thing I will say this turnovers. I will New England. I don't think is going to turn the ball over. Like I think they'll play a little more conservative, and I think that's what they did in the first half. They were like, "Hey, we're going to trust our defense, special teams. We're playing a backup quarterbacks." They didn't really push the ball, and then the second half, obviously, they didn't need to with the the weather. So, like they'll open it up a little more, I think, early because they know Seattle's going to score points. Smith and Jigwe, I think this might be the year. What was the last time a receiver
to win the MVP?
The receiver that won last was Hines Ward. No, it was Plexico. No, it was a Steeler. What was that guy?
He won't win.
Plexico Burrs?
No, it wasn't him. It was a guy. He played at Ohio State. It's not Hines Ward. I forget. But he won. It was Big Ben's his rookie year, or I think when they won it all, and he was the MVP. Now I can't see Darnold not winning the MVP because if he's if a guy has 2 or 3, but Smith and Jigwe has been unbelievable. I think he's going to have a big game.
I'm looking right now. Who's the last wide receiver?
Anytime touchdown.
Cooper Kupp won in 2022.
Oh wow, I didn't think he did.
Really?
He beat Stafford?
Yeah, Cooper Kupp was MVP 2020. Last. Here's the last. Going back, Hurts, Mahomes, Kupp, Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Julian Edelman won in 19. Von Miller won in 2016. How about that?
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
Von Miller.
Cam Newton's having nightmares still about that.
Oh, he's
Cam Newton basically ruined his career. That Super Bowl basically he was never quite the same.
Yeah, so Julian Edelman and Cooper Kupp.
What was the Steeler? What was the Steeler that won it? Number 10.
What year was that? Santonio Holmes, yeah.
I actually bet it. I was in Vegas. This was back when the sports books weren't legal in the U.S. So one of the offshore sports books paid me and my former business partner to come out there and put us up in. It was Aria just opened, so they put us up in the Aria, and all expense paid, food, everything. We must have spent on them $5,000 each that week. It was great. And so for the Super Bowl, I had the Steelers, and I was like, dude, I just can't see Ben Roethlisberger winning, so I took him it paid pretty well. It's a nice little trip. But I will say I've heard the number. 10 billion is what I heard is going to be wagered on the Super Bowl this year. 10 billion is what I heard. I don't know if that's true.
Tell me right now, me and my teaser. How do I not take Patriots over 10.5 in a 6-point teaser? You get 10.5 right now. 10.5 points with the Patriots, and I'd take the over 40.
I like the over part. I could see that it gets out of hand.
Seattle blowing them out. I don't see them blowing them out. And
I don't think
Seattle.
I don't think New England can win in a blowout, but I do think Seattle can win in a blowout. Like they've beat some really they won the best division in football this year. Like now, granted, they kind of was a little fluky when they beat the Rams, in overtime. But still, I mean, you win the games. I don't know. I just think they're the way better team, to be very honest.
Haven't the past 5 Super Bowls been more than 7 a touchdown score differential?
Well, last year for sure, Philly was up big.
Only two last, because it was Philly beat Kansas City 40-22. Kansas City won by 3 points against San Francisco.
3 points.
Then they won by 3 points against Philly. And then the Rams won by 3 points against Cincinnati. And then Tampa beat Kansas City 31-9.
I think this has the potential to be a bigger blowout than even last year. I really do because
That's fair. Then I gotta think if it's a blowout, it's Seattle in the blowout.
Yes. Yeah. I think if the Patriots win, it's going to be a 3-point game. It'll be like, like that. It'll be a tight game. Now, Mike Vrabel is like, what he's done this year is unbelievable. Like, let's just be honest. Like, I mean, they were irrelevant in football last year. Hold on. He's got the hat on today. He's got to go no hat. He's got to go no hat.
How we doing, boys?
How we doing?
How we living?
All right, that's our sign to get out of here. When Griffin Murphy shows up, we gotta go.
Yeah. He starts throwing the reach around behind Nick.
I'm ready. Oh, get the hell out of here, Craig.
What's going on?
He was reaching around.
Hey, I'm party crashing. I'm party.
What do you got going on, Nick, at the website before we get out of here?
Low volume day. We got a 4 unit in the NBA side of things, 2-pack in the NHL, and 1 play in college basketball. Low volume day. We're gonna pick it back up in the later on in this week.
All right, sounds good. Craig, you got a big game in the NHL later, and
5 unit, not huge, but I do think there's one out there today that involves someone that you kind of like, Lenny. So I'll just say that much. Got the hat on at least. So I do think there's
I have this hat on all the time. All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back tomorrow with Tony George and that guy over there next to Nick that keeps popping in.
Is he going to wear the hat? What's the odds if he wears the hat tomorrow?
No hat Tuesday.
No hat Tuesday?
I was going to say minus 150 to wear a hat.
I'm not getting my hair cut till Saturday, so I mean.
Man, we're looking good here, fellas.
I'm telling you guys looking fresh. Frank, when do you get your hair cut next?
I give it every Wednesday or Thursday. Once a week.
I'm next, Craig. Don't worry. I'm next, brother.
All right, boys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck on all your bets unless you're against us. We'll see you guys. Take care.